Hey guys, this is the Betamax man here, and I'll show you some LaserDisc pickups that I got. I have only got a few of them this month. Haven't been able to get very many of them. Been pretty short on funds, but here they are. So we've got most of these are Star Trek Deep Space Nine episodes, and there's a couple other ones I'll show you here. So here was episodes 19 and 20. So obviously these are from either season, I think season 1 is what this would be from. Now this one was a sealed copy, and that's why it's in such a nice shape. The only bad spot about it is that there's a little bit of a crinkle on the corner there, but it tends to happen with these LaserDiscs as they get older. They tend to bend on the corners there. Even the ones that are still sealed, sometimes the bending happens during shipment. So here is the back of that one, and look what I found at my local Goodwill, which is kind of amazing. This is a National Geographic video. Jerusalem within these walls. Visit the historic old city and meet its diverse people. Yeah, this one I was surprised to find at my local Goodwill. And this was opened, but the saran wrap was still around the outside. So I took the wrap off of it and put it in a protective cover. There's some damage here. The corner is all bent on it up there, but here's the back. The back's in pretty decent shape. It's not in bad shape. So there's that one. Yeah, this is the second LaserDisc that I've found at my local Goodwill, so I will be stopping in from time to time, and sometimes it's worth it to take a look through the records, because a lot of times LaserDiscs get thrown in with records because some people don't know what they are. A lot of people think that they're just records, but they're not. And this one caught my eye because it was in the the very front of the shelf, on the shelf. So I think somebody knew it was a LaserDisc, and they kind of put it in the front to single it out so that somebody would find it and buy it, like me. So I was wanting to buy it. It's not really something that I'm interested in, but I think I got it for $1. It might have been $2. See, I gotta put my discs over there. So these two are used. Here we have episodes 13 and 14, and then we have 3 and 4. I'm wanting to, hopefully, I'd like to start collecting as many of these as I can. It's like with the Next Generation. I have quite a few of those. And I'm trying to eventually maybe have the whole entire series on LaserDisc. That would be awesome. And a lot of the LaserDisc masters were better than the DVD, because a lot of the earlier DVD masters of the like the Next Generation, the very first time it was released on DVD, it was released in these, as you can see over there, you can see the box, those boxes of DVDs from the Next Generation. Those were mastered from videotape, and so they were not very good quality, and you could see what I call chroma noise, where you can see lines and stuff, like red lines in the picture in some scenes, because analog color, it's kind of hard to explain, but I just call it chroma noise because chroma is your color and luminance is your black and white. But if they're mastered from 1 or 2 inch videotape, then you're not going to get a very good master, transfer. But a lot of times, like nowadays, they're scanning the elements from film. So if they're being scanned from film and being mastered from the film source, you're going to get really good quality image, which I think, I don't know for sure, but I think these LaserDiscs might have been transferred from film source. But I'm not 100% sure on that. But I do know that those Next Generations were transferred from videotape. And it just, you don't get a very good transfer. Here is the back. So you got battle lines and storyteller. Battle lines was kind of an interesting episode where these guys would battle and die and come back to life and battle again and die again and do it all over again. So it was kind of an interesting episode, I thought. I used to watch these when I was a kid growing up. So the Next Generation and Deep Space Nine and Voyager were special to me because, well, my dad, my uncle really loved Star Trek, and so we used to watch every episode. Every time a new episode would come on with Next Generation or Deep Space Nine or Voyager, we'd sit down as a family to watch it. And Star Trek has been a part of my life because of my dad and my uncle. My mom liked Star Trek, but she wasn't into it as much as my dad and my uncle were. And my uncle, being my dad's brother, so on my dad's side, Uncle Mike would watch this. I think Uncle Mike was probably even a bigger Star Trek fan than my dad was. And but anyway, yeah, this is something that I grew up with. These series I grew up watching when they were first aired. When they were first showed on the TV. So we never missed an episode. And sometimes my uncle would, if we didn't have, like when Star Trek Voyager came out, we moved away from Portland and we moved to the Oregon coast. And the Oregon coast, the only way to get TV back in the 90s was to get cable or satellite, and that was the only way you can get. But when we lived in Portland, Portland had free television that was free off the, Star Trek was I believe on channel 12. So that was free TV that you can get off the airwaves, off of a antenna that you'd put on a roof. And we had an antenna on our roof. So we would receive that. But when we moved to the Oregon coast, you couldn't get free channels because there was no broadcasting free over there. It just wasn't. So my uncle would tape the Voyager episodes every week for us. He would bring them down about once a month, and we would enjoy about a month's worth of, which was about 4 episodes of Star Trek Voyager. And he put it on 2 tapes because he would record in SLP SP, not SLP, sorry, SP, the 2-hour recording, because he had a VHS. We all did. But anyway, so my point is that he'd record 4 episodes a month and put it on 2 tapes, because there would be 2 episodes per tape. My uncle was very knowledgeable with how VCRs worked, and if you know VCRs, you know that using a 2-hour record speed is going to give you the best possible picture. So my uncle was always about getting the best possible picture you can get, so he'd always record in SP. Thought I'd share you a story and talk about why Star Trek is kind of special to me. Now, I love Star Wars a lot more than I do Star Trek, but I still do. I still like Star Trek. But yeah, I would say Star Wars is better. But I do like Star Trek, so... And Star Trek is still special to me. So this is episodes 3 and 4. A Man Alone. And past... I can't read that word. You'll have to read it. Anyway, my reading skills sometimes are not the greatest. Anyway, here is the back. So now that I've showed you these, I can put these Deep Space Nine up with the other Deep Space Nine, because I do have, I've got three other ones up on the shelf there. So I've got a grand total of six Deep Space Nines discs that I got here. So 2 episodes per disc. So, and of course with LaserDisc, they would have up to 60 minutes per side. They used CLV mainly because it wasn't CLV, you could put a whole entire episode on one side, so that was the purpose for, them using the CLV versus the CAV. Yes, the CAV does have slightly better quality picture, but it's not that noticeable in my opinion. So, 3 and 4. So here we have Goof Troop. And this is going fishing and banding together. These 2 episodes. I got in a lot of Disney discs that I bought previously. So I previously bought a lot of LaserDiscs, and the one LaserDisc was a Winnie the Pooh jacket. The jacket was Winnie the Pooh, but a Goof Troop disc, this very disc, was inside of the jacket. So I didn't get the Winnie the Pooh, and I got the Goof Troop instead, which it was nice to have that, but there was no cover to it. So I was bound and determined to find this and buy it, so I would have the cover to it. So in that lot of discs, somebody put the wrong disc in the wrong jacket. So, but that's okay because now I found a copy and I have it. So that is awesome. And I'm glad that I have this in my collection. So this is now in my Disney collection. And this was, yeah, this is an awesome LaserDisc. I would love to get more of the Goof Troop on LaserDisc. I'm not quite sure how many volumes they put out, but they probably didn't put out very many of them. The Disney TV shows on LaserDisc, typically they only had like 6 or 12 volumes, and then that was it. So you get like, 12 episodes or whatever they give you, but I hope I can, find more of the Goof Troop on LaserDisc, because that would be awesome if I could find. I just wasn't happy with owning a LaserDisc without its jacket. And I think that's sacrilegious to have the LaserDisc without the jacket. I mean, I just think it's stupid to collect a LaserDisc that doesn't have the jacket. So it's not something I'm going to even keep. And probably going to have to throw it away because I doubt anybody's going to want to buy a LaserDisc with no jacket. But I'm glad I bought this one online. I think it was like 25 bucks, including shipping, so it wasn't too terribly priced. And other people were wanting $50, $75, $80. I'm like, really? Like, this is not worth $80. I'm sorry. It's just not. Yeah, it's cool. I love to have it because this is a cartoon from the 90s, and I'd love to have them, all of them, on LaserDisc. But I don't know. Maybe someday I'll find some more. But it seems like this is the only titles that seem to pop up when I do find Goof Troop on LaserDisc. It seems like this is the only one that pops up. There are no other episodes that seem to pop up. So, there's some more LaserDiscs that I want to get that are pretty rare. And hopefully I'll be able to get them someday. But anyway, so that is it, guys. That's pretty much it on the Star Trek stuff. And now I can put these in with my collection. And I'm trying to buy this is the latest release. This is like this particular cover design is like the second time it was released on LaserDisc. The first issue, the first printed discs, had the gray cover. So I'm trying to collect the ones with this more decorative designed cover. So anyway, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, taking a look at some cool discs here. LDs are some of my favorite things in the whole world. So, my collection is growing quite a bit. And somebody commented, oh yeah, you got a very small collection. Well, maybe it's small to you, but to me, I think it's a decent collection. I've probably got roughly 300 discs, and I'm sure there's people that are got 1,000 or 2,000 discs, but these things are expensive, so it takes me years to get them, because I can't find them much where I live. But yeah, I found 2 LaserDiscs where I live, so maybe I'll just keep checking and seeing, you know, what LaserDiscs the Goodwill gets in, because it seems like they get one in, or they get two of them in, and we got one in last time and only one that I seen this time. So it might have been that somebody went through them and grabbed what they wanted and left whatever somebody might not want, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so we'll see you in the next video, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.